Hi there. I'm just wanting to do a little talk, and I want to talk about the global awakening. It's happening all over the place and is affecting everything. And this time that we're in is when it's meant to happen. You see, everything's like a fairy tale, and the divine consciousness arranges everything. And now you are everything is divine consciousness, and this thing. This divinity, the source of everything, arranges it all. And the reason it knows how to arrange everything, because to us there's so much going on, is because it's the infinity of all. Everything is infinity. And the divine is infinity. So therefore, if it's infinity, that means it's every street corner. If I stay in an area and I know every street corner, I know the best ways to places, to pubs or whatever. Now, this is the way that the divine consciousness works. It knows the best route for everyone. So that's how everything's perfect, and this awakening is coming just at the moment. And in the future, when we're all awake, we will look back and understand, like how I'm feeling about things now, and I'm seeing how that had to happen. I had to feel this. This bad thing had to happen to me when I was younger. And it's all clicking, and I'm saying, God, because, for example, when I had the awakening, that awakening that I had, that spiritual awakening at the age of 24, came because I felt so bad that I had to feel as bad as that. I had to be peaking depression in such a way that I awakened. But if it wasn't for all the stuff before that, I wouldn't have felt that bad. So now I understand that, okay, so that's why that had to take place. That's how. And this is ultimately what leads to what led me to forgiving myself. And this is how you can only meet others on the level that you meet yourself. That's the way it is. That's the only thing you can do. But this awakening, going back to that, that's what I'm seeing all the time. I'm seeing changes in all different ways. People are waking up in all different ways. It's not just people that have had spiritual awakening. The awakening, global awakening, is people just realize, some of them just realizing truths, realizing that government is basically a bunch of, I don't know what you want to call it, traumatized people that really just want credit for themselves. I didn't think this. I used to vote. I used to believe in government. I used to, really think that, this new person is going to change things, because they've got a good way of speaking. They're very good at speaking, but the government is a very low vibration. You see, what the system is, the real permanent government, the real system, is a dark consciousness that we created ourselves. And this is at the top. It's like a cloud, and this cloud then is dictating is pulling the strings. And it's controlling the way people are behaving. Controlling government. That's why the system, anything to do with government workers, if you watch them, they start off very bright and ambitious, but then they end up the same. That's the way it is. And that's why when you awaken, you realise that change can't come through voting in government. It can only change through you going within yourself. Because you could be in prison, yet you can be free in your own mind. You could be in prison. You could be down for, I don't know, I'm not going to say any crime, but you could be in prison for the rest of your life, yet you could be free within you. That's what freedom really is. They paint you this picture of freedom, but all it really is, you're free to repeat and you're free to conform. And that's what the education system is about. That's what reality, in this reality certainly, is all about, getting people to repeat back. Like little children, when they first go to school, they've got to sit on a carpet and they can't leave that carpet. Even if they put their hands up to go to the toilet, they might not get to go. And this is subconsciously programming children to obey the system and conform, and that you cannot do anything unless the system says so. And that's why they get you to go to school at such a young age. That's why they don't say to you just come to our schools or universities when you want. But no, they don't do that. And the reason they don't do that is because they need you to be a certain level of stupid. They need to brainwash you. they need to kick your divinity out of you, because when children are very young, that's when they're at their divine peak, you see. But they want to kick that out of you very quickly, sharpish, because the system is terrified of it, you see. But like I say, the awakening is changing everything. Where people say, yeah, it's affecting things all different ways. I don't think it's not just people like me that have had spiritual awakenings. Obviously, I was ready for that. I had a big awakening. But there's awakening in terms of truth. And that's what this global awakening really is. It's people coming to terms with things, and ascension is different for everyone. You know, ultimately it's unique for you, and ultimately ascending everything back to divine consciousness, which is really a relationship between the heart and brain. When that relationship is perfect, you've then got a perfect alignment between your spiritual awareness and your physical awareness. Your physical awareness is your physical health and your physical experience. Once that two's aligned, you know, things just get better and better, but it's infinite. So it's like your divinity, but divinity everything's infinity. It just keeps on developing. And the divine consciousness in general is just a creator consciousness. Everything's like creative power. And but that's what the system didn't want, you see. The system's whole thing was about you not being creative. You know, that's it, playing a game of relentless counterintelligence, like I speak about, against you. Where counterintelligence is basically getting you to watch your television, an image. It seems harmless, but there's a subconscious message being projected to you. And this gets you to behave and think, because everything comes from perception. You know, perception controls your whole behaviour. And this is that's what the whole thing is, the systematic game. But yeah, I bet you the system hates the awakening, I think. You know, because it's awakening people, and once you're awake, you're back to infinity. You're infinity. So you can't be brought to sleep ever again, because you're infinity now. You're infinite, back to infinite awareness. Infinite awareness cannot end because it's infinite. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little talk on that, really, and like I say, when I'm doing these videos, I just seem to flow. I don't have a method. When I started doing the videos, I used to try and talk to a subject, but that didn't really work. And then I realised I just speak. So when I'm doing these videos, I'm very nervous, but I speak on these videos how I speak in real life. Like if I was talking to someone about things, I just let it come out. That's what I try and do. I try and be as natural as I can. And the reason I try and be as natural as I can is because I've got nothing to hide. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth based on my experiences. And that's why I just let it come out of me. Because if it's truth, then I don't have to plan it, do I? If it's the truth, if it's really, really honest and truthful, then I don't have to try. But you know, regarding control, it's the same with marriage and relationships. What does marriage mean? Marriage basically is subconsciously telling people that, oh, I can't do anything outside this relationship. I've tied down to this person. What's this subconsciously training you? This is because whatever we do, everything that we do after that follows that initial thing that we've just done. So marriage is programming people to conform to a system as if it's their partner, and to conform to authority, to obey to authority. And this is what marriage is all about. It's nothing to do with love. It's nothing to do with that at all. It's about getting you to conform to that person, obey to that person. And you're not allowed. If you look away if you look at anyone else, dare look at anyone else, and you're doing something wrong. That's what they try and program people to believe. When it's just their perspective, because the system is basically like a narcissist. You know, I've looked up this narcissist stuff on the internet, and I thought to myself, this is what the system is. Everything I'm getting shown regarding the system is what this thing about narcissists is. The system is a narcissist, basically, a control freak. But anyway, I'm just going to end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls to divine order and divine timing. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.